Factor the function into linear factors given that k is a 0. So in this particular example, we were given one of the zeros, k. Our 0 here is 2. Now, in the two examples prior to this, we used the rational zero theorem, and you use the rational zero theorem when you have no idea what any of your zeros are. So you create a list of possible zeros and you go through that list to test which ones are zeros. Once you find one or two zeros, it will lead you to the other zeros when you factor it. Now, this particular problem here, they gave us one of the zeros. And when they give you one of the zeros, you don't need to do the rational zeros theorem. Use the synthetic division. And yes, when you do the synthetic division with the 2 outside as a divisor, we know we're going to get a 0 at the end for the remainder because they've already told us that it's a 0. That's not what we're after. We need to get that quotient so that it will lead us to the other zeros. So let's go ahead and start that division process. So we're going to put a 2 on the outside and we're going to put our coefficients underneath. We're not missing any degrees, so let's go ahead and start the process. Bring down the 2, multiply that with 2 to get 4. Bring down the 1, multiply that with 2 to get 2. Bring down negative 15, multiply that with 2 to get negative 30. Bring down a 0. And as I said before, we already knew it was going to be a 0 because they told us it was a 0. This is what we're after, this part in blue, the quotient. So let's go ahead and write our answer, 1 degree less than the original polynomial. So that would be degree 2, degree 1, and your constant. So we have that along with our 0 of 2, writing it in linear factor form, it would be x minus 2. Our last step then is just simply factor that trinomial into 2 binomials. When we factor it, it's going to look like so. If your homework asks you to state your irrational zeros, all you have to do is take each parentheses, set it equal to 0, and solve for x. So once we solve for x for all three, we'll see that our zeros are 2, negative 3, and 5/2.